Hi ladies, I hope you're all well and are having a fantastic week. This week I wanted to talk to you about podcasts. For those of you who might not be familiar with podcasts, they are just, like radio shows. They're audio files that you can listen on the go on your mobile device. You can also listen to them on your computer. And they are on whatever topic you could think of, any subject, whether it's sports, nutrition, psychology, anything. You can search for it and you're bound to find some great podcasts out there, and they are offered by experts in those fields, and you can kind of pick and choose from whoever you think is more relevant or interesting to you. So today I wanted to share two podcasts in particular that have really helped me over the past few years. And so I'm just going to bring them up on my phone and I can show you. So first one is called The School of Greatness. So you'll be able to see The School of Greatness. And it is by someone called Lewis Howes. And every week he interviews an expert in a different field, but everything... the interviews and everything that you learn through that interview that you listen to, which are usually about an hour long or so, they're all skills and tips and information designed to help improve your life. They're all to do with personal growth and personal development. And so he has interviewed, I think he's now on episodes 700 and something, so there is a lot for you to listen from, but it's a great way. What I have found listening to his podcast is that it's been a great way to feel that I'm still up to date with what's going on in the world, with kind of big new trends, because he'll be interviewing people in the sports area, in nutrition, and so you get to find out what are the new trends at the moment. And you kind of feel a little bit more like you're in the know. I know that as mothers, we're busy with the day-to-day, whether you're working or not, there is just always so much to do. So podcasts are a really great way to kind of stay in touch with what's happening, especially if there are specific areas of interest that you have, then you can stay in the loop. And then I wanted to share one more podcast which has really, really just opened my eyes, and I'm just trying to find it on my phone. It is by Jim Kwik and it's called Kwik Brain. And this podcast has kind of blown my mind because it's all about... the point that he's trying to make is that you're never too old to learn, that this whole idea of having a bad memory or not is not true. That's to do with having a trained memory or not. And anyway, he explains all this way better than I do. But let me just very quickly read you, if I can, what it says, for instance, about his podcast, just to give you an idea of why it's been so powerful and why I think it can really be useful for us, mums and women, or anyone really who's busy and only has, a 20-minute gap here and there. And this is stuff that you can listen on the go anyway. So even if you're on your commute to work or back home, you can listen to it. So for instance, the description for his podcast says, Kwik Brain is a fun, fast-paced show designed to help busy people learn and achieve anything in a fraction of the time. And so Jim Kwik, the creator of this podcast, is a memory expert. And again, it says, in this easy-to-digest, bite-sized podcast, you will discover Kwik's favorite shortcuts to read faster, remember more, and supercharge your greatest wealth-building asset, your brain. So, I really love that, because everything that he teaches in his shows, which are just very short episodes, they could be 10 minutes to 20 minutes. It's super useful. All the tools, all the skills, all the strategies that he shares are very practical. You can use them, you can put them into practice right there and then. So I really recommend it. And once you start listening, and once you go, for instance, I use an app called Stitcher, and that kind of groups together all the different podcasts that I like to use. Once you start listening and you get into kind of searching what's out there, there's just there's so much information. But the great thing about doing it through a podcast is that you can pick and choose the one that you enjoy more. You could listen to it one day. If you find that you don't like it, then you just find someone else. But it really helps you feel like you're still learning, and that learning is something that we can do forever, that we can do every day, and it can be around the subjects that we enjoy. And so I really wanted to share that with you because it has changed my life. Over the past 5 years, I've discovered and I've learned so much just by listening to podcasts. So I would really, really recommend that you have a look, try out the ones that I suggested if you want, and see what else you find. Okay, I hope that was helpful, and I will be back soon with more tips and tools to help you live a more authentic and meaningful life. Have a great day.